Okay, it's another wonderful day of streaming. Um, I am ready to continue playing Elden Ring and to have some cookies because I am really regretting breakfast and not lunch. But anyway, ever since I opened up Elden Ring, Romo's been running at a snail's pace, and I think that my RAM isn't keeping up very well. But I think my RAM isn't keeping up very well. I mean, Chrome is barely functional at the moment, which is weird because it's not been that bad in the past. Kind of weird that it is today. Don't know what's up. It's quite noticeably much slower. But anyway, that aside, it is time to explore. Did not mean to drink that. Whatever. It is time to explore this area finally. So, onward we go. It's still funny to me that enemies just casually give. Like, this happens in all the Soulsborns, I feel, that like, at some point, the amount that enemies are giving me starts to get a little bit ridiculous, but the game just kind of keeps going. Like, it's not. But like, it is at this point. It is. Why do I not have... Oh, I don't need that on right now. I would much prefer to have this on. Definitely don't need that. These are the preferred right now. Especially in this field of people who just want to be backstabbed, apparently. They're just signing up to be stabbed in the back. I don't know what's up with that, but like they clearly just easy. Did the other one fall off the cliff? It must have. Because while there was another one active, it's definitely not here anymore. Anyway, heal up off of stabbing these guys in the back. Yeah, we're here and ready to continue on our merry way. Yeah. I always wonder if I should do more to grow my Twitch, you know, like I've got a Twitter account that I basically don't use, and I've got a bunch of friends. Like, I'm in a bunch of servers that I could advertise in that I just kind of don't. I used to, though, and it didn't ever really get me any viewers that way. So, I'm just not sure that there's a whole lot of point to that. You know? And I don't want to be that guy who's, like, constantly... I've been playing too much Final Fantasy 14 recently. I keep trying to hit square for the map. And if someone watches this VOD later and is like, play with the controller. I do when I'm grinding levels. Playing with a keyboard and mouse is absolutely what I do for hard content, but that's a bit hard on my hand to do consistently. So if I'm going to be grinding levels, I cut that out. Do 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 do. That drops down out there, and I know I don't need to drop down to out there, because I know I've been there. So we'll continue walking. Actually, you know what? No, we will go drop down. Why not? It'll be fun. Maybe it'll lead to a special area. Who knows? Doesn't seem like it. I should have shot the bird. It was actually really silly of me not to shoot the bird before coming. Because now I have to legit fight the bird, and that was a mistake. I did not want to have to do that. Hey, another cookbook. Well, I have magic on right now, not fire. I'll be honest, I thought that was going to be fake. Ow. Yeah, I should have shot the bird from above before I came down. Gonna rectify that one this time. There's no reason to fight that bird legitimately. I'm also gonna switch my weapon to fire. The only time my weapon should be set to magic is when fire is ineffective. Because otherwise, Flame of the Redmanes is just better. Anyway, there we go. Boop. It's amazing to me that this method of rune acquisition is slow compared to the fastest in the game. That's that's just ridiculous to me. That is a true statement I can say. I'm gonna drain some more health from the jerk face as per usual. There's dew-kissed herbs everywhere, but I don't really need them, so they're just kinda here. Okay. Hello? You gonna come over? Hello? Just gonna invuln through this jerk. Boop. Easy peasy. Boop. This is just like stealing candy from a baby. I can't wait to see New Game Plus how many runes this is worth. Specifically, I want to get to like New Game Plus 7 or something. I don't know how much it increases after the first one. I imagine it's a smaller increase, the same as like how strength of enemies is also a smaller increase. Okay, it doesn't look like there's... Huh, there is something over here. Not much, though. Just another way to the same path. Oh well. Definitely thought that was going to be a backstab, but it's not like it really matters. I'm full health at the moment, so... it being a backstab or not doesn't really affect me. Casually end that guy. Ow. These enemies continue to be actually damaging, which is really damaging to their life expectancy. Okay, back over this way we go. Right. Here we go. Okay, this time we killed the bird from up high, so we don't have to deal with it while we're down here. There will be other enemies in the vicinity, I'm sure. What does that sound? Pretty sure that's the sound of other enemies, I'm sure. Be wary of behind, huh? Yep, there we go. I mean, if you're just gonna run up and get hit, I mean, I might as well, you know? Like, if you want to just walk up and get hit. Ooh, no thank you. Don't feel like getting hit by bleed. Got hit by blood loss. Remember when I said I didn't feel like getting hit by it? Apparently I... Can you stop spamming that spell, please? It's so obnoxious. No, stop that, you piece of crap. It's such an obnoxious thing to spam. Jeez. So annoying. Anyway, thanks for your set. Nameless white mask. Oh yeah. Okay. Ow. Dogs continue to be the most dangerous thing in this game just because their hitbox is insanely generous and can hit you multiple times. Like, legitimately. Dogs have, like, of any, like, equal level enemy type, dogs will kill me the most. Because they're fast and have rather bullshitty hitboxes. Being both fast and BS is just hard to beat. It's like, I know that it's not worth it on some level to kill all of these enemies, but it's just so hard to stop myself. But like, I know it's not worth it. They're not worth my time. I can get runes faster by just killing the bird. And I know that. But it's so hard to resist when they're right there. I think it's because, you know, this doesn't feel like rune farming to me. So it feels more interesting. Even though it's just me stabbing a bunch of them in the back repeatedly. To, like, no purpose, because it doesn't even look like they drop anything. Based on the amount of times that I've killed them and gotten nothing. Based on the amount of times I've killed them and gotten nothing, they don't even drop anything of worth. Or at all. Like, I've not gotten like really any items from them, which is kind of weird. Usually even a trash mob that's just here to give you runes would give you something. Easy. Easy. Thank you. Gonna stab you. You're next. Boop. Good. Better luck next life. Okay, now we're gonna go back over this way. I'm gonna remember to turn my lantern on again. I have so many random materials sitting in my inventory and I just don't really use any of them. Like, I get that crafting can be really good in this game. I'm not going to dispute that. Like, it obviously has uses. I've seen the kind of stuff people have done with it. I just don't care enough to do it. I assume that invasion was one time only. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Like, look at that. They just get to keep on attacking me. That's what makes dogs so bullshit, is they get to just keep coming at you. What does it take to level up at this point? 298,000 runes. Okay. I'm almost level 200 at this point. I've officially hit the point where level just doesn't really matter. Like, is it still an increase in stats? Yeah. But, like, only vitality and endurance are really giving me any substantial boost anymore at this point. Blood Tainted Excrement is just such an EU thing. Like, don't know why that's the one that gets me though, because there's a lot of EU stuff in Soulsborne games, but that one gets me. I don't know why. Oh, hello. I'm just going to flee like the coward I am. Okay, you can just do that, I guess. me just hiding under it. And then stabbing it for that FP recovery. Jerk. Okay, got a nice stone sword key, I guess. Sure there's other stuff here. Right? Right? Surely that's not it. Like... Uh-huh. Ooh, hello. I can now be more lightning resistant when necessary. I'm gonna give them some applause, because I see that, but like, I can see on the map that there's nothing over there. I kind of doubted it, you know, just as a base, surely not kind of thing. And yeah, looking, there is not anything over there. Me desperately trying to stagger it before it goes too far into that combo because it's really obnoxious. Ooh. It was about to step on me like the worm I am, and I was not consenting, so I'm really glad it got staggered. Like, not into that, sorry. Oh, hey. Another big group of dogs, 5 paces from where I was just fighting. Sure, I'm glad I didn't happen to roll that way. That would have been awkward. Like, man, they sure were just right there. Okay. Oh, there's a dog from way downtown for some reason. Not sure why. Kind of weird that it was that far away from the rest of its friends. Because, you know, clearly they were in the same group. See? I see, I see, I see. Gonna do that. No, thank you. I'm very surprised that second hit missed. Thank goodness for poise, though. Poise continues to be the best thing ever. Really a big fan. Could not live life the way I do without poise. It really is just the best. Well, I really want to go kill that bird. That is an actual, like, set of still alive dogs over there, and I have a sinking suspicion that if I go to fight that bird, those dogs are going to take issue with my existence. So before that can happen, I'm going to go take issue with theirs. Did you like how a dog almost 100 to 0'd me? Because I didn't, but that's what I mean when I say that dogs are the the most terrifying enemies. Like, it just casually did that. That wasn't, like, an attack that it can't just keep doing. It can spam that one. As usual, clear that out. I think in terms of... Bird did not die. Bird, I'm gonna need you to run off that cliff, buddy. Bird, you run off that cliff, or I swear to God, I will kill you from here. We're just gonna not tempt fate. We're not feeling like tempting fate on this one. There we go. Bird ran off cliff. Easy. Okay, so I think this will be a shorter path than getting past. It'll be a shorter, less dangerous path than trying to get past those birds again. I think. We'll see. You know, if I do die on the way, it's only some runes. It's not like it really matters. Like, it's annoying, but not the end of the world. Definitely did not mean to do a backstab there, but whatever. Thanks for the health refill. See ya later, buddy. It's a slow kind of day, I feel. You know what I mean? I'm not sure I expressed that very well, but that's the kind of day it is. Regardless of whether I express it well or not. Make with the stabbing. Boop. Killed your friend. Now, I'm gonna kill you. Insult to injury. Or is it injury to insult in that case? Not sure which one is the injury and which one's the insult, but regardless, doing both of them. Whichever one is which, I'm doing both. The only real benefit that levels can grant me at this point is higher defense. Like, having higher HP and stuff is nice, but it's not going to influence my damage too heavily at this point. Like, well, I'm sure, like, on some level... How is that a back attack? I'm really confused how I was considered behind him for that, but whatever. Forget what I was saying. But yeah, because damage increases at this point are, like, they exist, but they're just not as impactful anymore as they used to be. Like, sure, they're still nice to have, but do they honestly matter? No. Of course not. Does rolling through the mimic forming dust damage enemies? That's what that looked like it did. It sure looked like it damaged that enemy. There sure are an absurd amount of these guys around, huh? kill this one. You go on ahead and move on to the next one, yeah? Just thinning out the herd. Okay, my Mimic almost got me killed, but it didn't, so it's okay. The reason it almost got me killed was because my plan was to use iframes there. Also, wow, there's some frame drop going on right here on their animations. Not sure what that's about, but like, dang. That was some very obvious frame drop going on. Get some last bit of healing from that. There we go. Should be most, if not all of them. My Mimic tier is almost dead, but I should have plenty of warning stones to just use. Didn't I get a heal? I still have not slapped a heal on, and that's on me at this point. I really should have. Hey, Mimic, can you heal more? Is that really all you got? Man, that's pathetic heal. We'll just accept that Mimic is probably not going to stick around for super long. That could have gone better. Not gonna lie on that one. That particular charge was a little bit embarrassing for me. What's that? I heard a screech from the distance, and it worries me. I'm just so surprised that this bog doesn't inflict something on me. You know, like, it doesn't even really slow me down or anything. Like, it's just odd. It's just kind of odd to have a bog that I can walk through without huge negative effects. Like, I'm not... That straight up 100 to 0'd me. I dared to get hit by an attack with more than 30 in every stat. What? My stats are, yeah, I've almost 35 in every stat, and that still just outright killed me. I've hit the point where you really just don't level up anymore. And that legitimately just outright killed me. Like, there was no slowdown or anything. It just killed me, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Like, what do you do about that one? It just killed me. Also, let me fix the thing I was just complaining about. Memorize spell. Let me slap a healing spell on here so that way I can heal my Mimic. Where the actual proper healing spells. Yeah, here we go. I can safely equip all of these. I'll go for the biggest one. Why not? Also, I'm just going to miss. Casually get some runes. By casually get some runes, I mean actually I'm just gonna use all of these rune items I have too. And I'm just going to increase my level a little bit, see if I can increase my defense by another few points, because that's the reason that killed me so easily. I hit item crafting then. I sure did. Is that I just don't have a whole lot of if I had more defense, I don't know if it's like a stat thing or what, but if I had more defense, that would not have come anywhere near as close to defeating me. And everything below that is pretty much chump change. So, I'll leave it alone. Okay, the only other thing I was going to check is I do in fact have one of these, and can I craft it? Can craft 4. Then what I'm going to do is equip them over here. Take off the lone wolf ashes, place them that. Okay, let's hit that level up button. We got a slight bit more magic defense from that. But I'm just like thinking of like if there's anything I can do to make that less obnoxiously bad for me. Because I feel like there's got to be something I can do when enemies can 100 to 0 me like that, right? Like that can't be, like, surely that's not what's intended to happen there, right? Like, surely the expected result is not, oh, you got tapped by an enemy, you die, right? Like, especially since compared to other of these, Elden Ring is fairly easy, and well, I could just magic. I'd rather be able to have fighting and melee be an option that doesn't have a legitimate chance of me getting one-shotted. And it feels like a defense problem because it's a mini hit attack, you know what I mean? Like, it's an attack that hits you like 6 times. It's why it one-shot me. And usually the way that I've avoided getting one-shot by enemies that do that kind of spin attack in previous Soulsborne games is by either the game was clearly designed so that way you only had to deal with a couple at once so long as you played smartly, which is not the case here. There's an army of these things. Or you have higher defense. So, since I can't do one, I'm gonna do the other. We're going to get some better defense, and then we should be fine, hopefully. We're just gonna at least get 35 all and 36 in the important stats for survivability. Vitality, endurance, and whatever it's called, strength. Strength is the stat that influences defense the most. Physical defenses, that is. So it's the most likely to give us the defense upgrade that we want. I had one of my friends try and tell me that defense goes up by 1 every 2 levels, and that's just... I was just like, that's not true. The formula is more complicated. Like, because if you remember, there was that section where I got a defense every single level as I increased my stats from 20 to from 19 to 21. Like, when I was getting just a ridiculous amount of stats. Well, that increases my damage by a bit at least. Not by a lot, but by a bit. It exists. It's an increase. Oops, forgot that I have it set over here. Do 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 do. I think it's funny that there's, like, every time I've done this, there's always been tons of ghosts who are also doing it. I think that's kind of funny to me. You know, like, people are always looking for new and fun ways to grind levels. Can you get hit, please? Thank you. I really do like the fact that while my bow damage is still, like, not great, it is now high enough to be noticeable even on the birds. So I'm actually really happy with the way I upgraded my bow. Like, it's still pathetic bow damage overall, but that has more to do with how bad bows are in this game, and less to do with my bow. Like, you know, I currently wield one of the best bows in the game, and it is fully upgraded. That my damage with a bow is still pittance has everything to do with bows in this game just being bad. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. I realized I never did an audio check today. I should probably do that. I should also really actually set up proper audio channels, so that way I can do an audio check without the echo that's about to happen when I check my audio. I can do an audio check without the echo. Okay, yeah, audio sounds fine. One of these days I'll actually, like, properly streamline everything about how I stream, including actually posting to my VODs. Sometimes I post to VODs, sometimes I don't. It's really inconsistent, and it should be better. It's really unfortunate that it isn't better. And I really wish that I was better about that, but, like, only got so much time in a day, and at the end of the day, this isn't that important to me. Gosh darn it. I hate when the bird just decides it doesn't want to fall off the cliff for some reason. Your only real choice is just keep hitting it with arrows until it's like, wait, right. You are in fact a threat to me. Yep, there it goes. It's just kind of annoying from the perspective of someone who's using a timed item to increase the amount of runes that this gives. It's always amazing to me when people talk about... What the heck? Why'd that happen again? There you go, buddy. But it's always funny to me when people talk about, like, think games like Elden Ring being hard. Like, they're really... Okay, come on. I'm really starting to wonder if they, like, did some kind of stealth patch to make this more annoying to farm. You know, they just set in some kind of, like, once you've done it enough times, the AI starts to get a little bit smarter. You know, not just some of the time, though. Just to make it more frustrating. But yeah, I think it's hilarious because, like, I've played a lot of Soulsborne games. Don't get me wrong. And some of them are hard. Like, there are hard parts of these games. But they're almost never on the way to beating the game. Everything about, like, beating a Soulsborne game is about preparation. It's about reading your items that you can have access to and learning the patterns of enemies, whether that's normal enemies, bosses, or whatever. Like, that's what Soulsborne games are about. That's how you beat them. And yeah, if you don't do that, the game's gonna be hard. It's gonna be unforgivingly hard. Because this is a punishing game type, right? When you make mistakes, it punishes you heavily. Usually the actual execution of what you need to do isn't all that hard. Don't get me wrong, it is sometimes, particularly if you decide you want to do a build that is thematically cool, but isn't as good as other builds. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be the cool two-bladed sword, two-blade wielding swordsman. You can do that in these games, but a lot of the time it's gonna make your life harder. And I think that's fine. You know, some builds should have a harder time. That makes logical sense, right? Bird. Bird, what are you doing? Bird, I will kill you with this. And I will not feel bad about it. Please, Bird. Thank you. Looks like it's just a time thing. Sometimes it just gets stuck for a certain amount of time before it'll actually go off the edge. But yeah, it's always weird to me when people are like, Soulsborne games are hard. No, they just require you to actually use varied playstyles if you want them to be easy. Like, for one, you can generally get away with a sorcery build in pretty much any Soulsborne game and have an easy time. That's just a generally true statement. Particularly in the Soulsborne games that actually have soul in the title. Magic is strong, man. Like, it's hilarious to me how people will be like, this game is so hard. Like, level. If it feels hard, you're under-leveled. And if you don't like that feeling, go level up. It's never hard to level in any Soulsborne game. If you just look for places that give you more runes. Easier. Like, and people will be like, I don't want to grind forever. Like, I hit level 150 in this game in an hour or two. of grinding. Like, look up where to get easy souls or easy runes, and even within the first like 2 days of this game coming out, there were some really good rune farming spots that people already knew the locations of for different periods of the game, like within the first couple of days of this game existing and being a thing that people could have. Like, it did not take very long for people to be like, oh yeah, here's the easy places to level up. So, you know, pick a better build, and be willing to switch what you're doing to match what you're fighting. Like, try different damage types against different enemies. You know, if there's big lore hints that a certain damage type, say rot, is weak against fire, when you run into rot enemies, use fire. And when you see an enemy using fire, don't use fire against them. Those two very simple rules will carry you through almost the entirety of all the hard content in this Soulsborne game. Like, those two very simple rules of use fire against things that it makes sense lore-wise to use fire on. Gosh darn it, why? Why does it get stuck? Why does it not run off the cliff sometimes? I just don't know. I wonder if it's faster to just... Do I have to actually attack it? Pull the arrow back, please. Thank you. You know what? I'm just gonna rest at the bonfire and reset it. I don't know what's up with it sometimes when it just stops at that edge. It's really annoying. Wish it wouldn't. Like it if it would just keep falling off. I definitely prefer it when it falls off the edge to its doom. That's definitely my preferred state of being for it. Hello, please. Thank you. My back is feeling super stiff, but I will live. But yeah, it's like, just use magic, use other things. Like, play the game smartly. And a Soulsborne game will be really easy. And you don't even have to do this smartness yourself. You can look up, like, everything I'm mentioning is just general advice. That if you look up anything about how to make these games easier for yourself, the internet will just heap this knowledge upon you. It's not some, like, super secret recipe that only I found. Everybody who plays these games a lot knows this, and none of us will shut up about it, so... You know, all you have to do is do a quick search on the internet and you will find how to make Elden Ring easy for yourself. Or any Soulsborne game. Like, it's not... This is not hard information to find, is what I'm saying. Anyways, we're almost at a defense increase. Which would be super nice. The other major thing we're gonna do to increase our defense is swap out the MP recovery on crit for the defense boost. Talisman. My last one, wasn't it? That's a bummer. You know what? We'll just heal. I don't feel like doing this anymore. That's enough grinding. That's all the grinding I can take. Once. This alone will boost our damage negation by like 13%, so that should be plenty. We will continue to stab the enemies as we go along. Did I shoot the bird this time? Let me do that quick. What? I did not mean to do that. But I definitely saw the bird go into free fall, so that was pretty BS right there. They definitely saw the bird start its free fall animation. Like that animation right there definitely started it. And the game was like, just kidding. Like, no, you weren't. Fall to your death. I demand it. Boop. Stabbing more enemies. Please target what I want to. Backstabbing these guys is still like largely pointless, but I sure am doing it anyway, huh? Like, it sure is something that I'm doing anyway, even if it is completely pointless. Easy peasy. Hey. Who told you could fight me? Go to the graveyard. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Get out of here. Boop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Got more enemies to kill. Boop. Easy healing. Boop. Easy healing. Would you like to be my next source of easy healing? Too late. I'm taking it anyway. If you didn't want to be my next source of easy healing, should have spoken up sooner. What? I'm gonna... Sure, it'll cast Raw Breath, right? Like, my mimic normally runs around and casts Raw Breath when I have to give it the ability to, so I will give it the ability to and watch it rot all of these enemies. So I think it'll be funny. I forgot to heal after doing that. Is a little bit of an oopsie, but it's fine. The main reason I switched it to this is because that's a huge area attack, which is more useful for me to have it doing. Can you stop hiding in that corner? Like, I can't get in there to hurt you. Anyway, yep, you keep spamming Rot Breath, Mimic. You go. I'm amazed that hit me. I'll be honest. Like, I did not expect it to. Boop. There's another one dealt with. Casually. Oh well. I almost died, although that does do significantly less damage now. How is it managing to target the one thing that wouldn't be a large AoE attack against all of them? Like, that's honestly kind of impressive. I am impressed. It takes real skill to find the things that you can target that won't have like area consequences. Boop. Okay, there we go. Now heal. Wow, that did like nothing. Jesus. Does the Mimic just have a lot of health? Like, what's up there? Because that is doing nothing for its health pool. Like compared to its health pool, that's might as well not be healing. Oop. So yeah, I'm going to switch my healing one out for the FP one in the hopes that I can use it to get some more health back for my Mimic. Okay, let's head over here and get my runes back, I guess. Stab that one in the back. Grab my runes. Watches Rot Breath. Ends them all. Be caught by surprise by that one. Easy peasy. Yeah. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Ow. Goodbye. Oh, thank you. Going to have to insist that you go die. You know, just gonna have to insist on that one. Sorry about that. That's definitely going to be a still alive one of those, isn't it? Just casually recover some stuff for my Mimic. Okay. I don't believe this. I don't trust it. It is, in fact, actually dead. I'll be honest. I'm very surprised. Okay, so continuing that way will cause me to the talking hard. Continuing that way will cause my Mimic to disappear, so I would rather do more in this direction. There it is. Hey, Mimic. There's a fight. Want to participate? I'm just gonna casually heal my Mimic more. I should do one more heal because I'm gonna drink a flask anyway. And flasks are still just a full heal for me. Where'd the skull go? Did it disappear because I killed the other guy? Is that how that works? Are they summoners? My Mimic disappeared. That's unfortunate for me, that is. That I didn't notice I was leaving the summon area soon enough. It's easy to forget that I can ride on my mount here because it doesn't feel like an area that I could. Like it obviously is, but it doesn't feel like it. You know? Feels like I shouldn't be able to ride my mount here. That's what I'm saying. Get a bunch of rocks. Oh boy, I love rocks. Ow. That's not the kind of flask I need out. Yeah, the answer to the question does appear to be if I beat them, the summon disappears. I'm gonna need to insist that you stay over there, buddy, and that you go to the graveyard. Like, I'm gonna have to insist. So I'm gonna switch back to that. What's aggroed on me? It leads me to believe that the summon does in fact still exist. Now. I thought that tree would be more sturdy than it was. And I found out quite to my detriment that it was not as sturdy as I had hoped. Always. That as I go on. If I increase my stats by 5, how much of an increase in defense is that? I have like 148 all right now. And that's an increase to 153 only. So yeah, at this point I'm getting 1 whole point in defense every full round of stat increases. Which is just not a lot. Like, it's a defense increase, but it's not a big defense increase, and it's not a defense increase that's going to save me, you know? Like, at no point in this am I going to be like, ah, yes. It was that 3 defense increase from leveling up that saved me. Which means that at this point, the Dragon Crest Talisman appears to just be like permanent gear. And increasing my endurance so I can have on better armor continues to seem like a really, really good idea. In particular, so I can have the best armor on without having a talisman equipped. Like, that would be ideal. Would be to not need the talismans I'm using to make it easier for me to equip higher level gear. Not needing those would be swell. Be great. This continues to just be something to do, I guess. I don't know. I'm not making super fast progress today. I decided to just do that to kill them because it felt like it would be easier. Not sure it was easier, but it sure felt like it would be, so. Okay. We're going to go back over this way this time. I don't really care about the 300,000 runes, to be honest. 300,000 runes just isn't enough for me to care anymore. Mostly because at this point, like, I'm beyond level 200. Runes don't matter. Level doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I should honestly be spending almost all the runes I get upgrading my on upgrade materials for gear at this point. Okay, game, if you say so. If you say so. I hate how bad the auto target is sometimes. It is one of the major things that holds spells back. And thank goodness it does, because otherwise spells would just be the right answer. But like, it is still really unfortunate and annoying when it happens to you while you're casting something. Like, I am overall glad that spells do have limitations, but the auto aim is dumb, and it does not aim even remotely intelligently. Okay. Got a bird to take out. I should be able to avoid bringing the fight over to those dogs pretty easily. But before I go take out that bird, I'm going to over here. That was a bit scuffed, but it's fine. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Oh, hi, I didn't even notice I got invaded. If you could back the heck off for a second, that'd be great. Goodbye, buddy boy. Anyway, there's a bloody finger vanquished. Thanks for that golden seed. There's one more bloody finger in here, but I'm gonna go kill the bird first, because I want more space to do the fight, and the bird is in the way. What in the world caused thousands of damage to something over there? Oh god. Easy peasy. Only a smithing's down 6. Nice. And a golden rune 13. That was not very worth it, but well. Alright, somewhere around here is the next invader. The last invader and the most important one. Oh, come out wherever you are, buddy. Ah, there we go. I thought it was going to be there, but I guess not. There must be later on. Further in. It's another enemy that knows this spell. That's not the right kind of flask. If I die because I had the wrong kind of flask out, that would be kind of funny, actually. Not gonna lie, like, that would be funny. I would not blame anyone for laughing at that one. Not that I really blame anyone for laughing at any of my deaths, but you know, you get what I mean. Oh, thank you. Like how often you can just take random swings at NPCs and it works. It really shouldn't. Like, and it feels kind of wrong that it does. But it really shouldn't work. Okay, now I'm going to check map and make sure that I've got everything back here, but yeah, looks like I do. In fact, have everything back here. Yep, like I do have everything back here, and looks distinctly. Do I have Swarm of? Pretty sure I do. Pretty sure I have both Swarm of Flies and Blood Tax. As long as I have both of those, then I can just go ahead and teleport up to this. I don't need to fight my way up. So I can just go grab my runes and run away. Okay, let me... Ash of War. It's Act of War. Blood Tax. Look for something. Blood. Huh? Yeah, I don't see something that looks like it would be called Blood Tax. So we will go get that one. Then a cave over here. Have that out just in case I need it. But it should be in this cave over here. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. we go. There's the blood tax and the somber smithing stone that's right next to it. The other thing I needed to check for was the spell Cloud of Flies or something. Something flies. Oh, I have a Sacred Tear in my inventory. I should probably use that, huh? Is it a spell or an incantation? What flies? Incantation. More flies. I do in fact have it. Okay. Then let me run to my runes. Grab my runes and then just keep booking it. Where are my runes? There they are. Okay, easy peasy. Still don't know if I should bother killing that skeleton. I don't know. We're just gonna ignore it for right now, though. You know, we don't have to deal with it, and I have other things to do. Alright, cool. My defense will go up by 1. That's nice. Always nice when a level up actually does literally anything to be helpful. These enemies give a decent amount of runes, and they are... I forgot how tanky they were. It's been a while since I came through, and they drop a bleed cloud, and no, they don't give very many runes, so we're just going to skip all that. There's actually not a lot to get in this area then. So long as it doesn't take us too long in the boss fight, we should quite easily finish this and be well into the next area by the time we finish streaming today. I think I already got the stone sword key here, but I am not certain. I think I did though. Okay. We're just gonna keep going through these enemies because fighting them while possible really does not serve a purpose. I wish I had something to get rid of. Order healing doesn't cure bleed, does it? No, I didn't think so. Neither does that. Yeah, okay. Just gonna have to deal. And this thing is just so durable compared to the amount of damage I can dish out. These types of enemies are just so annoying because it's not that it's hard, it's that it takes forever to actually kill. Okay, onward we go. Okay, looks like if there was an item here, it looks like there was. I got it on my first trip through this area. Don't need to worry about it then. Onward we go. Butterfly ahead. I don't think so. don't think that that is accurate. Huh. They're an NPC. Huh. There is just a merchant in Craft. Do 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 do. Where is my face there? Because I know he's in here. White math. Do, 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 do. The Mausoleum Dynasty midpoint. I believe I already have, right? Yeah, it's over there. Okay, so I actually have already talked to the imprisoned merchant. Oh wait, I remember this annoying place. At the time I skipped everything in here. Although, according to my map, there's not very many items in here anyway, so I didn't miss much by skipping most of what was in here. By skipping most of what was in here, I mean absolutely ignoring the possibility that there was anything in here worth grabbing at all. I just had a bunch of these annoyances. But I can beat them up now. Nice crit, nerd. Easy 7,000 runes.
Didn't realize
you. Did he have anything I wanted? Some rune arcs would be nice, but and some of the stone sword keys are nice. The lost ashes of war. That's kind of it. Okay. Oh, hello. There's another one of you. I wasn't expecting a second one. I know you're not about to tell me you can respawn forever, so surely that's it, right? Time for a fat coin purse, you say? Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hello. Great ghost Lovewort. You having fun there, Clone? Thank you. Having a good time, Mimic? You having fun? I hope you're having fun, because I'm not. I mean, what? Grave behind, therefore seek. Easy peasy. We have another being to combo with. It's just not that hard to kill enemies. My Mimic fighting. Oh, just those things again. Not sure why my Mimic is so obsessed with them, but you do you, Mimic. Boop. Easy peasy. Mimic, stop. Mimic, why? What did they do to you? Fine, I'll help you kill them. Jesus. Since you're apparently going to just keep going back to kill them anyway. Might as well lessen the number that you have to do. Yeah, there's a few in there with me. Just getting hit by blood loss. Bunch of blood roses. So many blood roses. Wait. Really? They were what I could summon for, not... There better not be anything else in this cave. If there is, I'm going to be quite cross with the game designers tying the summoning to that group of enemies. The group of weaklings. Okay. Let me rest at the bonfire, and then we will go ahead and invade and kill White-faced Bear. Or White Mask Bear, excuse me. I keep wanting to call him White-faced Bear because that's what the community called him at first, but yeah, it's White Mask Bear. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Ah, there you are.
Seek violence, heedless of my warning, though you have betrayed to a knight of the dynasty. I am pain to the very depths of my being. I'll ensure you regret this, my lambkin. Enjoy your miserable death.
And so far, I'm not the one getting hit. So far I'm feeling pretty good about my choices. He has more than one. What's this? How annoying. Not particularly surprising at this point in the game, but you know, still annoying. Ow. That hurt. But it's okay. Okay, back to this. Back to invading White Mask. Var's world? Var? I have no idea how to say his name. I've got no clue how I should say his name. That's interesting. I died here, but my root here. My roots must only be retrievable in my world, despite the fact that this world is the one that I actually died in. There you are, buddy.
You seek violence. Heedless of my warning, though you have been raised to a knight of the dynasty, I am pain to the very depths of my being. I'll ensure you regret this. My napkin. Enjoy your miserable death.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to, instead of enjoying my death, I'm going to enjoy killing you. I think that'll be more enjoyable, to be honest. Like, that sounds like a better plan to me, at least. I like how I managed to hit him with all 4 of those. Thank you. Okay. He just sat there and did that on my shield, and I literally couldn't move. I'm not sure what you do about that one. Because he just did it 4 times in a row. I think if the AI decides to do that one, you just die. I don't think there's really much else I can actually do there. I think he can just tell me to die, and I have to just deal. Because as far as I can tell, I didn't have any choice there. Other than just die. You
seek violence, heedless of my warning, though you have been raised to a knight of the dynasty. I am pain to the very depths of my being. I'll ensure you regret this. My napkin. Enjoy your miserable death.
I'd rather enjoy yours. Oh, thank you, Buckaroo. Idiot. Drink another flask, huh? How's that going for you? How's that going for you, buddy? Out of flasks? How unfortunate. You really should have rested more Lost Graces. Like... The AI in this is so spotty. Sometimes, like, it has correct answers, so sometimes it can just absolutely murder you, and then sometimes it just sits there and is like, please kill me, finish me off. I don't think I got his or anything. Do 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 do. Occasions locked after returning to your
Oh, luminary Moog, please grant. I
yeah.
have given everything. Please. Please. Bless the Moog.
There we go. Okay. Onward we go. To beat the crap out of Og then. Okay, yeah, looks like all that's left is the boss fight, which is weird because this is called the midpoint, but like looking a lot like it's the end point, not the midpoint. Fat coin purse ahead. For time for defeating one by one. See. Sure are a lot of those, huh? Do 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 do. Easy peasy. Just iframe through all that nonsense. Why was that not the special one? Just keep healing up by stabbing them. Easy peasy. And there's just the one at the top here. Thank you for the health back. I do very much appreciate it. Darn it. Okay. Got hit by the funny throwing knife. I knew that was a risky flask usage, you know. I used that flask knowing that it could very well kill me. That's 2 dealt with. Easy. Ow. Ow. I'd like to point out that's still under to 0 me. Like, with another 5 in every stat point, that still almost 100 to zeros me. And with having a piece of something on that drastically increases my defense. Like, what is that nonsense? That's ridiculous. That should not even come close to 100 to zeroing me. Shouldn't even be in the vicinity anymore. Boop. Don't mind me, just gonna do that and then retreat off of this annoying blood loss field. And then stab you in the chest after you do that. Thanks for playing. See you later, buddy. Check just to make sure. You never know. You never know something isn't a mimic until you check. Alright, there's a somber ancient dragon smithing stone, which is nice. Okay. Up we go. Presumably to the boss fight. Imagine that is the only thing above me is the boss fight at this point. Like, yeah, that looks pretty boss arena-ish. It's facing into the actual mausoleum, so here we go. That looks distinctly like Elden Ring crashed. I just got struck with the Elden Ring is not responding. That's nice. Just gonna close that and reopen it, I guess. Just gonna try that again. Steam was unable to sync the Steam Cloud. Okay, it looks like it synced this time though. Cool. Wait for it to turn back on. This time I'm gonna have Task Manager opens, that way if it crashes like that again, I can see what causes it. Interesting that the last time it like saved my progress was right after that combat ended. It didn't give me flash for beating that enemy. That's annoying. but that's fine. This is a first attempt. Either the boss will be easy enough I don't need that many flasks, or it's gonna kick. That time it did not responding, it just closed itself on the spot. What the heck? Okay, yeah, once again I have to verify my game files in order to continue playing the game. Once again. Can they just release updates that don't cause this, please? Like, because that's what it is. It's they don't update, it doesn't update properly, which means that I have to go into Steam and find where it is. Verify integrity of game files, which takes a while because it's a big game and I don't have it installed on a solid state drive, so that's gonna be a while. So I guess that's it for the stream today because I can't continue. Like, it's gonna take at least 15 minutes for it to finish, probably. Well, it is already at 6% complete, so maybe I can just find something to talk about in a few minutes. It'll be done soon enough. I don't know. It's going pretty fast through it, so it shouldn't take it as long as it did last time I had it verify game files. I feel like it took a lot longer. I don't know. That is kind of frustrating that why this is the second time that I have to verify my game files, and it's a little weird. Like, why is it like that? That being said, let me get locations. I've gotten I've got just about all areas in the game done. There's only a couple left. I have the deep root area, and then that's kind of it. You know, like I've got this area, the deep root area, and then we are at that point fast approaching being entirely done with the game. Uh, we just have Crumbling, Azula, Deep Root, and then Endgame left. the Crumbling Fair Missoula. And like I feel like I probably have some other random side quest things left, but other than that, we're pretty close to done. We are 40% and 41% of the way through. I'm going to drop some text. What's this text say? Oh hey, look, it's from the last time I did it. Verifying game files on Steam. Uh at least I was already prepared. Yeah, I should probably restore the remaining great runes that I have. Oh, once I collect mods, I'll actually go around and restore all of them because I think that's one of the last ones that I get. Yeah, so I still have a couple of those to go do, but yeah. Do I or the divine style? Ah, that was right card. Did I restore right cards? I don't remember. I do not remember whose I've actually restored and whose I've have to actually look in my look at my stuff. Figure it out. But yeah, so there's a total of this and then 3 areas left in the game, and then we're done with new game. We can move on to new game plus. In new game plus, my focus is purely going to be on making sure I get all of the things that let you upgrade something to its last tier. So all of the great roast glove words and all of those, like all of that kind of stuff. Just make sure I grab all of those as I go. And other than that, Russian ending. Not gonna care about fighting every boss. Because I'll do that once on whatever the last one I do is. The last ending I'm gonna do is gonna be Ronnie's. But I want the collection of endings to just not to take less time. So I'm not gonna fight every boss on it. I'm just gonna grab whatever's necessary for whatever ending I'm doing, and then make sure I get all of the upgrade items, which will require that I do some stuff, but not everything. I'll just look up the list of the upgrade items, and that's all I'll care about. Because I do want to make sure I collect a bunch of those, because those are super helpful in terms of letting me uh do that. Few files failed to verify and are being reacquired, and it's currently valid. Cool. I hate that this is a regular thing now. Um, but yeah, it's in the process of validating. It's gonna take it another couple of minutes to do that. I think it's really rather silly that this is the second time I've had to do this. You know, like once acceptable. Well, it's also a really it's a really weird thing. It's an odd bug. Like, what are they doing wrong when updating? This is not From Software's first rodeo with a game. Like, what is going on in the files that is invalidating them to the point that the game crashes? Uh, that's super weird that that would even happen. Um, that is just so odd that that would even be a thing that could happen. For the game to just outright crash like that. It's weird because like I knew that always known that validating game files was like a thing that you could do on Steam. I've never needed to do it for any other game. It's never come up before that I can remember ever. Not once before has it come up. And we just gotta wait for this to finish valid. 40% of the way through validating after finding what files were wrong and replacing them. So just have to wait for it to finish. Um, really sure what else to comment on Elden Ring. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be streaming once I finish Elden Ring. I'm not entirely sure I'll be doing my new game pluses immediately. I may take a break before I do that. Just because I've played a lot of Elden Ring. I am go to library and look at Elden, find out time played. 140 hours, just about 139 point. But I'm gonna round that to 140. So many hours of Elden Ring I've played. That's a lot. Like I feel like that is a lot of Elden Ring. A lot of any game, really. Like the only other games that I really invest that much time into quickly are multiplayer games. Like I'm sure I invested that much time into League of Legends pretty quickly, or into Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, and stuff like that. But like other than that, I do not spend that much time on a single game generally. Um I will say my opinion of Elden Ring has changed the more that I've played it, which is I still think it's a really good game. I still think it's a very serious game of the year contender. But man, it's not fun to actually try and get everything. I think that's something that's different from I'm not entirely sure what all combines to create this feeling. But I had a lot more fun collecting everything in previous Soulsborne games. I haven't 100%ed many of them, but usually I stopped playing them because some other game I really wanted to play came out. Not because I just got exhausted before even beating new game. Most of the reason I haven't 100%ed other Soulsborne titles is because it would require multiple playthroughs. But like that first playthrough, I was always excited to do all of the content, usually including all of the DLC packs as well, by the time I got around to playing them. Um and like it didn't feel like a slog. But man, the last 20 hours of Elden Ring in particular have really felt like a slog. And I don't know what it is about the game that has made it feel like that. But like it's been really noticeable as it continues that it has felt more and more like a slog. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's wrong. Um I think part of it is just enemies just have really high stats, particularly damage and defense. Damage and health, actually, not defense. So enemies take a lot of hits to kill, and uh, they can kill me pretty easily. That combined with how big the map is makes it a lot more obnoxious to explore. Like look at how long it took me to actually finish uh the mausoleum. It shouldn't have taken all that long. There wasn't all that much there. But it still took ever to actually get it done. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm making sense. I'm not sure that any of that makes sense. Um, I don't know. It, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Elden Ring deep root depths. How do I get? I see. Okay. I just looked up how to get to deeper depths because that's what I'm gonna do. Uh, Not too hard to get to, not too bad, quite easy in fact. Ironically, those require defeating Monster Omen, so I needed to come this way. Right, apparently. But yeah, I'm ready to be done with Elden Ring, you know? Almost done patching. I just asked to verify. There's so many steps to patching, which I mean makes sense when you think about it. How I wait. It's almost done. One of these days, it will finish, and I can go back to playing the video game like I want to be right now. One day soon. I've been playing through Baba Is You, and it's been fun. It's not something I'll stream, for the simple reason of, I like having the ability to give up. To be like, I have been at this puzzle for a while. It's not making sense in my head. Let me go ahead and look up the solution. Well, I don't do that for most of the puzzles, and I do legitimately try and solve them. So Elden Ring is finally turning back on. There are times when that's just, the puzzle just doesn't make sense to me. Or it's of something that doesn't work, that doesn't work out in my brain, or it's based on a part of a mechanic that I didn't know and I didn't happen to find while trying to figure out what to do. But overall, I think the game's amazing. I love Baba Is You. It's great. It's very cute. Yeah, I know. At the end of the previous session, quick game wasn't selected. I'm aware. That message always that message definitely bothers me more in a game that, like, when the game crashes, it's like, yeah, well, I'm not the one who chose for the game to not be on, you know? I didn't choose that. I'm still just so surprised that they made a Soulsborne game, particularly one that draws this heavily from the Dark Souls games, and didn't have a mimic. Like, if it drew more heavily from Bloodborne or something, or felt more like its own thing in the way that Bloodborne and Sekiro do, it would make more sense for mimics to not be prevalent. But this feels like a Souls game. It's even got the whole like, it feels like we're just replaying Dark Souls 1. That to be honest, like, that feels like what they were going for was, let's make something like Dark Souls 1. Anyway, so hopefully this will work this time. Looks like it is. Looks distinctly like it is working. Jesus, what is that frame rate? Game, are you okay? Because you do not appear to be. Dropping down to 20 FPS for this scene. What in the heck? barely breaking 30. Jesus. Hey, Mog. It's time to wake up, buddy. That a no on the waking up thing? Gonna take off the ring.
Dearest Mikola. You must abide alone a while. Welcome, honored guest.
Hey.
To the birthplace of our dynasty.
If you say so, buddy. That's not the button I meant to hit. Gonna wait for someone to distract him. Okay, health bar isn't too massive. I think it's... Ooh. He seems rather fire resistant, and that's a little bit of a problem. Health bar may not be too chunky, but if he's fire resistant, it'll still take a good while to get through. Yeah. If I don't make it on this attempt, I will, Hey, you gonna... You. What's this ring around me? I don't like it. Really rather... Ow. It did... Well, it wasn't there. It looks like a not good thing to have around me. You know? Like... It looks like a not good. Oh. Oh, alright, I should drink this. Ow. Ow. What was that nonsense? He just sends out waves of blood loss. Okay. I'm gonna switch to magic though, which should greatly reduce damage taken. Ashes of War. Switch to that. And then go to... You know what? We're gonna find out if this guy is rot resistant, you know? Like we're just gonna summon our mimic on the assumption that rot will work. And hopefully that assumption will not get us killed. If nothing else, the rot breath should still do pretty good damage, because, you know, it usually be doing pretty good damage. Boop. Okay, let's chug before we go in. Go in. Summon. Chug. Yeah, there we go. That's better damage. Ow. Did a lot of damage to me. No rot effect yet, but doesn't mean that he can't be rotted. It means he hasn't yet. Yeah, no? Yeah, there we go. That's better damage. Yep, you keep focusing on that, and he can in fact be rotted. It has been now. That should do a pretty good job of keeping rot on him forever, pretty much. I would love it if you stopped whatever that is. Really unfortunate that I couldn't stagger him out of that like last time, but Twinblade Phalanx is a little bit slower, and that made the difference on getting staggered out of it. Gonna stab you in the chest with my sword. Such finesse. Look, if you could just die to that rot already, that would be great. Like, I'm just gonna stay over here if you want to just die already. Like, okay, see you later, Mog. Yeah, I'm sure it's coming. Don't worry. I believe you. Anyway, now that the crazy guy is dead, surprised that attacking that doesn't do anything, but whatever. Anyway, look at my not activated great runes, where those are. Here they are. I have Rykard, Mogs, and Millennias. There are still some great runes left to obtain. Around for the do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, so here is location. There's one other get. Huh. Interesting. I completely missed that Mar got the Omen King as the true form of Margit the Fell Omen. Completely missed that. Yeah, just did not get it. Anyway, let's rest at the site of grace and level up because we have the runes too, so why not? Actually, we're gonna also let me check a different key item. Do I have all the seed beds? I'm one short. I should have encountered it by now, shouldn't I have? Prison crumbling from Uzla. Let me look that up. Yeah, third brace of the Halig. I should have found it by now. Yeah, I should have found it. So let me go back and get it. Because I should be able to finish the collecting the seedbed curses at this point. That's why I was like, wait a second, I should be able to finish that side quest. Why can I not? Grace tree. Heck is that? An Elfiel. The prayer. Okay. Not drainage. Prayer room. From the prayer room, Grace. Do 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 do. Apparently missed something. Boop, badoop, badoop. Need the health refund. Oh, not using my normal gear setup. Oh well, it should be fine. Not having the fire shouldn't kill me. It'll just vaguely annoy me. And vague annoyance is quite survivable. Last die checked anyway. There we go. Now back up here. Easy peasy. Another enemy is slain with ease. Get you. Down. Stab you. Stab you. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, forgot about you. Have fun. Anyway, yeah, it's you jump over to that, follow it up to a little spot up here. Has a seedbed curse. Oh, nothing around. Always check. Oh, there was a somber ancient dragon smithing stone up here too that I missed. How did I not realize I'd missed something? It was not. The map for this area is super condensed, so I'm actually not too surprised that I missed something without realizing it. But there's the seedbed curse that I need to finish that off. But I should go get the 6th one regardless, because I can. Do 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 do. Uh, every staircase you come across, drop down, head towards the room with 2 clean rods inside. So go back this way. Jump down the stairs. Stab you in the back for that sweet, sweet health refill. Stab you in the back for that sweet, sweet health refill. Okay, 2 clean rot knights inside. Down one level. I see. And then in here, it's a seedbed curse. Huh. Yup, sure did. What's that? Anyway, so there's that done. Now go back over here. Do I really have to do the whole walk back down? I do. Ew. Ugh. First. Not the I was thinking. The underground roadside? Do 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 do. Here's what I was thinking. Okay, go through the doorway. Come on, Phalanx. The enemy's right there. Whatever. This way. Me struggling to remember the way to the Dung Eater. Thanks for the health refill. Dung Eater was somewhere down here, but Lord help me, I do not remember where. Probably gonna end up doing a lot more work in here than I need to. Probably some easier way down to them if I could remember the area. But I do not, so here we are, to find it the hard way. Stab you in the chest. Now stab you in the chest after smashing you with my sword. Okay, then here. Stab you in the back. Go somewhere in here, apparently. Do not remember where. No, thank you. Please just die. Just a golden rune 3. I was really hoping for a rune arc. That leads to a special thing. Special thing in what I'm looking for right now. If I find that there's no other path to go, then I guess I can jump down that way. But it looks like there is distinctly another path, and I think that's the one that leads towards the Dung Eater. Look, I know he's named the Dung Eater, but like, you have to hide so far down in the sewers, like, couldn't have been just a little more. Can't believe I got hit by that. That's embarrassing. Okay. This one's a dead end. To be honest, I just didn't believe him when he said likely dead end. Me struggling to remember which directions I've been in, which I haven't. Well, that's not a useful exit. So, back we go. At least I did confirm that I was on a different path. You know, not much, but it's something. Go ahead and then try right. feel like I've been lied to. Hey, more dead ends. Feel like maybe looking up the way back to the Dung Eater would have been the smarter way to approach this particular problem. Okay, that's the likely dead end again. Well then. There. Missed a path somewhere. Somewhere I missed a possible branching point. You know, the one that led me to this area originally. Okay. Don't know if this is left or... This is probably... Oh. Well then, how annoying. Ow. You mind? Don't mind, I'm a little busy trying to not get deathed. Not rude. Honestly, some people. Anyway. Okay, so now I'm back here. Very unfortunate that I fell into that hole, because I'm not sure that there's a convenient way back up. I think the only way back up might just be really obnoxious. Require a lot of walking. I think it's a distinct possibility that I just doomed myself to an annoying amount of walking. Cellar ahead. Hopefully this is the Dung Eater, so I don't have to keep going around. So many annoying enemies. That would unfortunately be a no, this being where the Dung Eater is. So rather than walk past everything, I would have... Wait, this is Forsaken Depths. I swear, if this goes to the Dung Eater... Okay, no, this is this area way down here, which is a different thing. Thank goodness. I would have been really annoyed with myself if there was a way down to the Dung Eater. Well, maybe... Do the steps connect to here? I don't remember. Boop. Really should get my weapon back to fire. No, thank you. Gosh, this is obnoxious. He's just doing what I usually do to enemies, mugging them at range rudely. With a big enough sword that if they get close, you can stab them too. It's an obnoxious strategy. It works really well, don't get me wrong. But sure is obnoxious to fight. If I did more PvP in this game, I'd feel bad about doing it. Goodbye. I'm vaguely annoyed at that one, but moving on. Honestly, the hard part here is just remembering how to get to the Dung Eater. Did I want that way or did I want this way? I want this way. That way goes the way of their hands. It's just not where I want to go at the moment. Unless, is that ahead and right? Tried this already. Pretty sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. Where is the Dung Eater then? Is the Dung Eater not in here? I could have sworn that this is where the Dung Eater was. I'm gonna have to look it up. Ugh. Okay. So, the directions are making me feel silly for not remembering what part of the underground area the Dung Eater is at. Leave the room. Turn. Wait a second. I'm just gonna switch to fire because I'm gonna have to mug some enemies on the way. And fire will make me feel a lot more secure in doing that. Do. Run past the plants. Climb the ladder. And apparently, he's right here. Yep.
Along with it, you.
There's a scene associated with this. I don't think it's gonna be pretty. No scene, just screaming. Cool.
Unleash it upon them! A curse blessings to war!
That was awkwardly long. Amending Rune of the Fell Curse. And then apparently if you reload the area, you get a equipment system, some equipment. So I have to quit the game and then reload into it. Which is rather silly. You should just drop the equipment with the rune. So weird that you have to like That's just rather silly. It's clearly supposed to be a drop from him. You're supposed to get it right now. Okay. And I got the Sword of Milos, which I didn't get before because the game because I died as it happened. Okay, let's go to the Divine Tower of West, the West Divine Tower, to activate Ricard's Great Rune. Now we'll go to the East Divine Tower to activate Mog's Great Rune. And I have to look up where to do Millenniums. I do believe I will then have all of the Great Rune. Now we wait for the elevator to take us up to the end. Yeah, I'm just kind of walking around doing the stuff that I know I haven't done. You know what I mean? Like, this is all stuff I would have needed to do before New Game Plusing. I'm pretty sure you lose all your Great Runes when you New Game Plus, so At least, I certainly assume that you do. Where is the Divine Tower? Funny thing, this is the only Divine Tower that where you activate 2 Great Runes. Okay. Now we just have left. Just have the isolated Divine Tower left. Here, this one, my bridge. I might need to ride the elevator to get this worked up here. This warp should take me to the isolated Divine Tower. In we go. We will go do Millennia's Great Rune. Then I'm going to go check on some other things. We should be good to continue on to the next area. Some other things being, I'm going to go spend approximately 600,000 runes on purely upgrading gear. Yeah. Just gonna throw some upgrades at some random gear. Assuming, of course, that I have all of the things I need to for that to make sense, which I believe I should by now. Okay. We're back at round table hold. Go talk to you. Give equipment of champions. There sure is a lot of equipment here. I'm going to buy it all. Okay. There we go. That's...
You must find a smoldering flame in the grate, but special for the flame and can...
Okay. Already done that. Look at that. Nice that it marks the one that I already got. No flame. Well, I kind of want the Blasphemous Blade just because I like the concept. Grab that. Of the Bloodlord. Incantation. Once again, I'm taking the incantations over the weapons right now. But I will go clone some remembrances soon enough. Not that I really care about cloning remembrances.
I see. So Mikola was with the Lord of Blood. That is some with it. That one of the last few pieces the round table. As promised, the last of the secret.
You're welcome.
Well.
Okay. Bearings to offer. Okay, so I can purchase up to Smithing Stone 6s, and I should be able to purchase up to 8s. So let me look at the list of bell bearings. Looks like the last of them is in Crumbling Fairmont. For all of them. And that appears to be the only ones I'm missing from what's being sold here. And I even have all of those. All the ghost Beaufort. But yeah, all the rest are in the Crumbling Farmazula. So I have to go there. Search that area out. Okay. Still going to make sure that I have at least plenty of everything. That seems like a good amount to me. I'm just gonna start dumping runes into acquiring assorted upgrade stuff, because even if I don't immediately use it, I will. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that it will eventually be useful to me, you know? Even if it's not immediately helpful, it will absolutely be helpful eventually. So every time I kill a boss, I'm just gonna pop back in here to do that. Okay, back to the Frenzied Flame prescription. Because this is apparently where the other way into the Deeproot Depths is. So southwest wall said. What is And I thought. Perhaps within the three-finger room itself? No, definitely. Go back to Deeper Depths page. Go find out. Oh, southeastern wall. See. I thought they said west. There it is. Runark. Onward we go. And it goes right to a grace. Isn't that nice? I think it's nice. We are not yet low enough for it to register us as below. So we shall have to continue on our merry way. Do, 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 do. Ah, cool. More ants. Man, this really is just a very unfortunate game if you have a phobia of ants. Like, that was easy enough at least. Got a lot more distance to travel here. Is there any easier way down other than jumping, though? I'd prefer something other than jumping. If it's all the same to you. No, okay, just jumping. Got it. Fine. Down I go. First off, Joy, I'm gonna have to disagree. This area isn't bad, but I don't think first off Joy is where I'm at. I didn't even think, I assumed I couldn't ride my horse down here. That makes this platforming so much easier and honestly makes it make so much more sense. Like, it makes so much more sense that they would have that. I'm gonna carefully get off my horse. Bloodstains everywhere for trying to get across this. Okay. That weird jerk to the right the camera did was not me. That was the game. It almost killed me. Like, that alone almost was enough to end me. Okay. Oh, hello. You wanna fight at range? You wanna fight at range, buddy? I've got a bow. Let's fight. Well, now you're not as excited to fight me at range? Now you know I've got a ranged option too? Now you're all like, oh, maybe we don't do that. That's what I thought. Hello. Targeting, please. Goodbye. I've once again successfully killed it with fire. Gotta say, I'm surprised. I feel like maybe I was supposed to do this at a lower level because these enemies do not give a lot. My next. Jesus. The horse at times. I swear, the game tries to kill you with it. Ambush ahead, because of course there is. Silly ant. I know how to use fire. You should not have messed with someone who knew how to use fire. Like, that just was not a wise decision for you. Right, message ahead. Very, very true. First off down, then seek grace. Okay. Continue to walk down this way. We could jump down. Certainly an option. I think it's likely there's something over here, so we're gonna head this way first. There's probably something, right? There's a whole platform over here. After all. Oh. Hello. And they really are just having you show up pretending you're a normal enemy, huh? Like, clearly still considered a boss fight, but like... Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye, buddy. Okay. There's Staff of the Avatar. Means that I don't know where we are. Means I can start using the map. Okay, and a bit to the south. Hello. You go to the graveyard. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hello. Ow. Mind? No, thank you. Goodbye. That Erdtree avatar did not give me hardly any runes, which is a little bit odd. By a little bit odd, I mean, where are my runes, you cheapskate? Okay. I missed the side of grace, unfortunately. What I'd really like to know is my piece of summon here for some reason. Do, 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 do. Easy. Easy. Remember to use that sacred tear I have sitting around. I think it's probably not going to have too much of an effect on my stuff at this point, but sure, it still matters. Okay. Got another grace at least.
Satchko, my poor sweet, as a but was scion of the golden bough, sentenced.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, Messiah.
You say so.
Oh, my Messiah. Oh, my Messiah.
Okay, yeah, just repeating itself. Thought I saw something different on the last line of dialogue the second time, but I did not. It was just me. One of these areas. Somewhere around here should be a map, and that's what I really care about. Oh, hello. Walk on, please. Don't hurt me like this. Do. That one destroyed. So a couple more killed. Ooh. Danger. Order healing. Less danger. You know, still danger abounding, but no longer immediately about to die. What? Where'd that fire come from? What is that thing, and why is it shooting fire over here? What's one of these? Okay. That dealt with. Okay, is there any of them left in this building? Looks like no. Okay. Looted. Darn it, I did not find a map piece. That sucks. It's somewhere in this ruins area though. Here it is. I remembered that it was in a gazebo, but... Okay, so yeah, I definitely did miss a thing over here, so I'm going to go back and get that real quick. I missed a couple of things over this way. So I am going to obtain them. It's really annoying that I have to start all the way back up here because I missed that spot, but you know, that's the world we're in. Sucks. Not much I can do to change it. Ooh, I did not expect that to be far enough to kill me. Hurt me. Yeah, I was not expecting that fall to kill me. I was expecting it to merely, like, wound me a little bit. Alert me surprised about that one. Like, really, quite surprised. I did not expect that to even come close to killing me. I was looking at that fall going, oh, that'll probably do a little bit of damage. All damage scales so fast in this. Like, it does not take much to go from not even going to hurt you to it kills you. No fear. Should there have been fear? Probably. Was there fear? No. You see, that's more along the lines of what I expected from that other one. One of them fell to its death. Two of them fell to their death. Idiots. Is Okay, and there's some other stuff around here. That was a silly reason to take a bunch of fall damage. Okay. Important left is this. Looking for a route that up to a cave. That. Cool. Hate it. I don't even dislike ants all that much, but man, this sucks. Why is this game so obsessed with ants? I get that one of its themes is trees, but like, ants are not the only insect that is around trees. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have at least varied it up a little bit, but no, it's just all ant all the time. Just breathing fire on some ants, like one does. You know what they say, kill a fire. I'm just following, you know, common advice when you have an ant problem, or really any kind of bug problem. Kill fire is just really general purpose advice for anything that's creepy and crawly. If it's a creepy crawly, kill fire. Specifics don't matter. It's not important. Kill fire. If it's not fire resistant and it's a creepy crawly, kill fire. Easy peasy. Here's what we're here for. It's Elden Stars. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna call it for today. I'm just going to, oops. I don't mean to come down here. Going to teleport back over here. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time.